Okay, so we're on lesson 3-4. I wrote a few notes up here that if you want to pause the screen, you can get them down and write them down before we get into our next section. But I'm going to go ahead and scroll. All right, so we talked about the complementary and supplementary angles. Now let's see how we're actually going to figure out what complementaries are and what supplementaries are. Page 165, number 6. So number 6. Okay. Don't ignore the instructions. I'm going to give you specific problems on these. But on number 6, I want you to find what is the supplementary angle of 130 degrees. So what other angle that when added with 130 gets me 180? That's what I'm asking. What is the supplement? And I'll abbreviate. The supplement of 130. So figure it out. You can write it down or you can get it in your head. That's fine. Some of these you can do in your head. Some of them you will not do in your head. Okay? Because it's not that easy. So what's the supplement of 130? Yep. 50 degrees. How many of you got 50 degrees? Okay, good. That's pretty straightforward. Because 130 degrees plus 50 degrees has got to get me 180, and that means the two are supplements. All right, bonus question. What is the supplement of 50 degrees?
130 degrees.
130 degrees. Guys got it? The relationship's there. Now, yes, you get a bonus point on something in the future. Possibly a high five. Or a hug. Or a chest bump. Okay, but anyway. Redeemable only outside. Okay. Let me ask you this trick question. You don't have to write this down. Is there a complement to 130 degrees? I'm going to get one of two answers. There's one that's correct, one that's not going to be correct. And I want to hear the thinking, so that's good if you think. Walker?
Yes.
What is it?
Negative 40 degrees.
Okay, good thought process. Yeah, because what's negative 40 plus 130? 90 degrees. But complements and supplements can't be negative. So that's good. Yeah, so it can't be negative. Therefore, can you get a complement of 130?
Could you do it like where it goes all the way around?
Like the circle, yeah.
It's going a little bit.
You technically, like to get a number that adds up to be to what adds to 130 to get 180, yes. But it can't be greater than 360, you know. It's restricted. So is there a complement to 130? The answer is no. So if I ask you, you could put this. You put complement, you can abbreviate, and then just put none. It does not have a complement. It does have a supplement, not a complement.
Wait,
yes, sir?
You said it couldn't be more than 360?
The other angle.
Well, then it could
One.
be like 320, I think. Or something like that.
Okay. It's got to be, I don't know the official definition, but basically there is no complement to this one. But yeah, I just kind of threw that number, and now I regret it. Thank you. But for you guys, just think, is there anything that would be added to 130 on a protractor, which is really where you get it, that is going to get me 90? So let me show you what I mean. Do you guys remember your protractors, your semicircles, straight edge? Okay. So just look at it real quick here, guys. Usually you start your measurement right here. And if I were doing a 130 degree angle, it'd be one side would be here, and then 130 would be somewhere here. This would be 130 degrees, and you would measure it right there. Okay? No problem there. So when you're looking for the supplement, you're asking, all right, what angle would this be that would add it together, give me 180? So what's this angle measurement? We said it's 50. So that makes sense. X is 50. But with the complement, if I add my protractor, starting it there, so I have 130, which is be right there, 130. Is there anything on this protractor that I can get that adds to get me this 90 degree angle? No, there's not. You can't use 50. That's not going to work out. And you would have to take away, which is not going to be, in this case, considered addition. So I hope that clarifies it.
So you can't add a negative?
You can't add a negative when we're talking about complements and supplements. That's correct. Yep. All right. Let's move on here. I want you guys to try out number 7, which is 11 degrees. Get me the complement and get me the supplement. Can you do it at both? Yes. Both of them have both of them can be found. You can find the complement, you can find the supplement. Complement adds to get 90, supplement adds to get 180. So you can get both of those.
180?
For the supplement, yep. Okay, who got the complement? Owen? What'd you get for the complement? Okay, figure it out. I might ask you another one. Eli? 79 degrees. How many of you got 79 degrees? No problem? Good. And what's the supplement? What? 169 degrees. Okay, ready? Is 79 plus 11 going to give me 90 degrees? Mm-hmm. Is 169 plus 11 going to give me 180 degrees? Check. That's good. Okay. So far, so good. Nothing too hard on those. Uh-oh. Look at number 9. 3x degrees. What a dilemma we have. That's exactly right. Do you know what 3x is? What it stands for? No. It's an unknown. So I had to find what's the complement of this angle and what the supplement of this angle, but I don't even know what the angle is itself. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the same thing we did for number 7. You're like, wait, what? Okay, somebody tell me, and you either wrote it down or you did in your head, you had to do this. How did you find the complement of 11 degrees? Hayes?
90 minus 11.
You did 90 minus 11, didn't you? Okay, and how did you find the supplement? 180 minus 11. And actually, there's another way you did it, if possibly, but that's the basic way of doing it. How in the world are you going to find the complement of this angle? You're going to do the same thing. You're going to do 90 minus the angle. Can that be simplified? Can you make this simpler? So that's your answer. It's 90 minus 3x. Whatever x is would fit, then you figure it out. But that's as far as you can go. Unfortunately, that's it. Okay? Let's get some values here so you can see it with like actual numbers. Let's pretend, okay, I'm going to assume x equals 10. Okay? So what's 3 times 10? Okay, so we're pretending that we do have a value. That would be 30, okay? So what's 3 times 10? 30. What's 90 minus 30? Wouldn't my complement be 60? And are these two angles really complementary? Yes. So although I don't know what x is, if I did find it out, these two expressions would describe the complements, okay? All right, using that understanding, how would you find the supplement of 3x? Let's see. Katie, what do you think to do? Give me a guess. 180 minus 3x. Can you make that any simpler as of now? Nope. That's your answer. That's the supplement of 3x. It's 180 minus 3x.
As of now.
Yeah, because if I give you the x, you can figure it out. You can actually figure out your exact answer.
Degrees on the end of the term.
Yeah, I would say, just to keep it straight, put these in parentheses with degrees. I'm not too picky on that today. Good question.
Complementary, x was like 40, so
It'd be at 120.
90 minus 120, it would be a negative.
So, and these problems are assuming that x, we're putting into here would come out to a correct answer. So yes, it would not be in this case 40 because that would give us 120 and you can't find the complement of 120. So we're assuming you could. Okay, how many of you kind of get that? Kind of. Not fully, but you kind of sort of get it? Okay, let's do number 10 because this is where it gets a step up. Number 10. Oh, no problem. Any day, I guess? I don't know. Number 10, find the complement and supplement of 2x plus 40. So find the complement and the supplement. And actually, I'm going to create some space because you're going to see what we're going to do here. Okay, to find the complement, what do I have to do? No idea. I mean, I don't even know what that is. And you can find the complement? What do you think?
I'm thinking the
Uh-huh. 90 minus.
You can actually figure that out.
Yep. And before we get to it, how many of you see that I just did 90 minus whatever that angle was? You can see how I wrote that down.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm looking at that, and I'm going to ask you a question that I asked before. Is this simplified? In this case, it is not. How do you simplify it? Riley, what do you think? Okay, you're getting there. I'm going to work this step by step because there's something else that changes. I'm going to do 90. It doesn't change. But you see this negative in front of parentheses? What does that negative do to these two terms in here? It changes their signs, doesn't it? And you're like, wait, Mr. A, how does that work out? Isn't there a negative 1 right here?
Yes.
Okay, what's negative 1 times 2x? Negative 2x. What's negative 1 times 40? Negative 40. What property was just applied there?
Distributive.
The return of the distributive property. He's back. He's back in chapter 3. Look at that. He's made his appearance in chapter 2 and 1. How many of you could see how I could take negative 1 times what's in here and get negative 2x minus 4? You can see that now. Oh, okay, that's distributive property. I did negative 1 times 2x. Negative 1 times 40. Okay. Are there any... raise your hand if you have questions. Are there any like terms?
No.
Yeah, what's 90 minus 40 or 90 plus negative 40? 50. What about this negative 2x? Can it add with the 50? Can you make this any... Sorry, I thought I heard the bell. That's it. That's your complement. It's 50 minus 2x.
Wait. So 90 plus.
Well, what's 90 plus the negative 40? It's a 50. That's how I got that 50.
Wouldn't it be?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it 80 degrees?
That's not
Well, no. The complement's like 10 degrees.
Well, I don't know what the complement is because I don't know what x
Figure
is.
that out.
If you had an equal sign and something else on the other side, if you
Oh,
had that, you
yeah.
could. You don't have that. You only have an expression. That's it. Yes, ma'am?
Okay, there we go.
Shouldn't it be like 90 times, no, 90 minus 2x plus 90 minus 40?
90 minus 2x plus or minus. Say that one more time. 90.
90 minus 2x plus 90 minus 40.
I think you're adding a little bit too much to it. So I see this right here. And you said 90 minus 2x, which I get there, plus 90 minus 40. Okay, I think you're applying the distributive property anyway. If I'm getting you correct.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I think we were doing this thing. We heard that minus sign, saying 90 times.
Oh, I see. Like dropping this out. So 90 times 2x plus 90 times 40. I'm not sure that's what she was doing. But let's do it with the supplement. How about this?
Okay.
How do I get the supplement after you just did the complement? What are you going to subtract this time? Not 90 minus all that. You're going to do 180. 180 minus 2x plus 40. All right, you guys see the difference between the two? The only difference between the complement and supplement is 90 minus all that and 180 minus all that. Okay, is this simplified? Is that simple? So some of you need to be writing stuff down because I see that you're looking at me, which is great, but write stuff down so at least you get the process down and not just you're totally lost. Write things down. Is this simplified? And the answer is no. You have parentheses. It can be more simplified. So what's 180? Well, he just drops down. But what's negative 1 times 2x? Negative 2x. Good. And what's negative 1 times 40? Minus 40. Wow, that looks really similar to what I did up there. It is. So are there any like terms? Yep. What do I get with that numerical portion? What's 180 minus 40? Or 180 plus negative 40? 140. Can this combine with the 140? Nope. That's it. That's the supplement. And I'll ask you something about it. That'll help you out. Yes, sir.
you do on the outside 180 times -1 and then get -180 and then distribute?
So you said 180.
Times -1 because they're like.
So right here, the only thing you can do is 180 minus 1, technically. But then this one is connected to all that, so it's like you can't just subtract those two as is. But you can't multiply them either because they're being subtracted technically. Yes.
Can't you just add 90?
Oh, Taylor, what are you talking about here? You mean the difference between these two is what? 90. Look at, what's 50 plus 90? What's 140 minus 90? So isn't the same thing except one has 50, one has 140? That's another way to figure it out. But, Taylor, I want to help you out. Sometimes they'll ask, find me the complement. You can do that. And then find me the supplement. Then you can just figure that out by adding 90. But sometimes they'll say, find me the supplement. So you still have to know the process for finding supplement or complement. Okay, practice is going to help us out. Look at number 11. And I want you to go ahead and try that out. Number 11. Number 11. Go ahead and try that one out. Find the complement and the supplement of x minus 20. Be super careful as you do this one, please. Complement and supplement of x minus 20. And that's what I'll do. I'll keep Swivl over here. Nice. Stay Swivl. Write stuff down. Try something. Even if you don't know what to do, you might get something just by trying. Stop, Swivl. Come back.
Wait, what?
Wait.
How?
Technology.
Swivl, stop.
Sorry?
Swivl, stop.
You can press the button to make
What?
it stop.
Yeah. It's a little bit.
Oh,
man. Oh,
man.
Swivl.
Weird. I thought you were actually doing that.
Yeah, I came in on Saturday and I had to work on a report.
Yes.
And I had to record. You can see my report that I submitted to for my class. It's on John Milton.
Thomas does it on purpose.
Yeah, you saw it. And so I recorded on Swivl. And I did 20 recordings before I got the final one. Oh, the difficulty of being a star. I don't know. It's just so hard to make a presentation. All right. Anyway, can somebody tell me how to find the complement of this angle right here? Give me the process. Benton.
What did you do? X and minus 20 in the little parentheses. And then what you do? 90 on the outside and the minus sign.
Okay, so 90 minus x minus 20. All right, that's how you start it off. You want to try? Go. You are allowed. You may continue.
90 minus x
Okay, 90 minus x.
minus 20.
Ooh, so close. This is where I knew it was going to get. What's negative 1 times x? Negative x. What's negative 1 times negative 20? Positive 20. All right, are there any like terms?
Yes.
Yeah, so what do you get?
110.
That's your complement. Yes, you can put degrees. I won't be too big, but yes, if you do it, great. All right, how do you find the supplement? Good job, Wyatt. That's a good process. I know Benton knows, but I'm going to call on James.
Yes.
How do you find the supplement?
Well, it's 90 minus x minus 20.
So supplement. I think we just did the complement.
Sorry.
That's okay.
180, and then
Did you make some?
I
It's okay. I mean,
had it, and then I saw you put the complement up there, and I thought my complement was my supplement, and I changed my answer, and now it's my answer.
that's okay. I see what happened. Okay, complement is going to be 90 minus something. Supplement is going to be 180 minus something. So this is what we have. So can someone rewrite this to drop those parentheses? Rewrite it. Yes, ma'am.
180 minus x plus.
Very good. 180 minus x plus 20. Like terms right here, we get 200 minus x for the supplement. 200 minus x. Oh, man, what's the difference between the two? 90. Look at that. 110 plus 90, or 200 minus 90.
So that means x is 20?
I don't know what x is. Yeah, don't know what it is.
It could be anything.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, we're going to finish up with that part. Let's go to the last part, triangles. Listen to me carefully. I was going to assign homework. Listen. See, this is what... Oh, I'm going to pause over here. I do this actually to my wife a lot. So she's saying, all right, Bobby, listen to me. And I'm like, okay. And she starts talking. And then I'm like, oh, and then I finish her sentence. She's like, no, wait. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to end her conversation. I don't even know what's going on. So I have to wait till she's done talking, and then I can talk. So hear my conversation, my piece of this. I was going to give you an assignment that was going to be due on Wednesday. But because of lack of time, it's going to be pushed to Thursday, I guess. That's what I'm going to do. So there's no homework tonight. But other than studying for that quiz. We'll finish the second part of this Wednesday. Goodbye, school.